plays a game. He 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 plays a game. He's angry. He's bad. He plays games outside. And every time he thinks it's shit, he throws a motherfucking fit. He plays a game.
Sonic the Hedgehog is one of the most endearing video game franchises of all time, for while these 2D games have been regarded as classics, Sonic has had a rocky history in the third dimension. Game after game, you could say, are a big load of sweaty booty. The biggest load came a few years ago as a celebration of the Spiky Hedgehog's 15th anniversary, with the rebooted Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, have you seen this garbage?
After this came out, Sega was in shambles, and while they could have just called it quits there, they had a contingency plan and put out Sonic and the Secret Cock Rings in 2007 in hopes people would accidentally smack themselves in the head with the Wii remote enough times to make them forget the whole thing ever happened. It didn't work though.
Now we're here in the very real year of 2008, yes we are, and Sega has decided to embrace the dark side of their community and make Sonic a complete furry in Sonic Unleashed, which was unleashed on the 360, Wii, and the two Sony systems that I don't have. Now, while it's true that we've had our differences in the past,
say you love Satan, 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 say it, say it, say it, say it, say it.
I'm willing to give Sonic yet another chance because I have absolutely no self-respect. I have no love. I'm just a big old fat. I love the old 2D games so much that I just know that it could somehow be recaptured in the third dimension. So, is Sonic Unleashed the next big Sonic game to be excited for this year? Probably not. But let's go ahead and start up the wood chipper.
We start the game with music. It's nice music. And then we start with a cutscene. It's a nice cutscene, kind of. Sonic is drifting through space, fighting the classic Sonic villain, Dr. Eggbutt, let's just go with that. And blowing things up a lot, not even questioning how he can breathe in space. Who is he? Jimmy the Nut? After he gets to Eggman by turning into Super Sonic, which may be coming my pants by the way, the fat bastard begs for his life, whereupon Sonic brings out a samurai sword and proceeds to disembowel the fatty fat. Just kidding, he gets captured by him and gets turned into the werehog, and then he breaks apart the planet Earth. Who is he?
Donald Trump.
Oh wait, that's not 2008. After Sonic falls into Earth without dying somehow, he meets this magical creature named Chip who doesn't remember anything, and I guess is an extension of the audience or something. Yeah, I don't fucking know. What I do know is I want to shove a big ice cream cone down his gullet in hopes he toasts to death on it.
Speaking of ice cream, we can't forget about our sponsor for today's video. McDonald's.
If you want free food but can't afford it, go to Mickey D's and try out their brand new sandwich, the Whopper, for free.
McDonald's. Always fresh, never frozen.
From here we learn our goal is to put the pieces of the Earth back together. You do that by, let me look at my notes here for a second. Oh yeah, finding shrines that will fix the emeralds. Oh yeah, I guess he did that. In order to turn the world and himself, Sonic, in case you forgot, back to normal. Amy also appears in Fuck Sonic right then and there. I'm very surprised it's only got an E10. I thought they'd catch that. I guess Sonic Team are as horny as its fans. So the gameplay is split into two types. First being the daytime stages with our favorite woodland critter, and it's pretty much bog standard Sonic shit. You go fast by holding right and then jump once and you beat the level. Good for you! In all seriousness though, the sense of speed and controls are infinitely better to that of Sonic 2600 minus 594. But it's still janky. And then there are the nighttime stages, where the gameplay is the polar opposite of fast and amounts to that of a beat-em-up. Who is he? Kratos? Kratos? Unfortunately, it's a very bad beat-em-up, because this stuff is dull and boring and goes on for far too long, much like this video will. Attacks are sluggish, combat's repetitive, jumping is stiff and clunky, and for some reason, Chip just doesn't stop giving you a happy ending at the end of each level. God, it's so off-putting. Again, E10, i.e. everyone 10 and up. I don't think 10-year-olds want to see blowjobs. So yeah, I know, big surprise. The contrived gimmick Seva shoved into the Sonic game is not very well executed.
Is this the, yeah? Okay, alright. If we were to compare this to past games, then it is easily more fun than 06, maybe even on the level of both adventure games. By the way, the second one is better. Don't at me, no, I don't know what that means either. It's still 2008, yes it is. It's also better than the renderware shitholes that are Heroes and Racism the Hedgehog. The Werehog stages, on the other hand, drag all of that down, and I really wish it had been excised out like the tumor it so clearly is. Maybe this would go better in the next God of War game, probably not. Gosh, I can't wait until the third game where I'm sure our hero will be able to win the fight against Zeus. Side note, wouldn't it be cool if Sonic fought Zeus? Okay. If we were to compare this to... Alright. Okay. Alright, I think I got this down. If we were to compare this...
Before we can even get to the levels though, we have to get enough medals to please Big Daddy Sonic Team, which you can find in levels in the crappy hub world. Another big surprise, a poorly implemented hub world in a Sonic game. I know, it's such a hot take, call me the most hot-takiest Sonic fan of all time. Anyway, if you collect at least a few hundred medals during your fun roller coaster ride, then you should be okay. But if not, and you rated each of the hub worlds of all their riches, then you gotta redo them. Whoever thought this was a good idea should direct more games in the series. I bet they'd be a good favorite. Oh, sorry, this is still 2008. Anyways, yeah, the levels are trash, the Werehog is trash, my trash is in the bin where it should be. Stop bothering me, Martha. It was one time it fell on the driveway, and it was because of your retarded cat. The only thing you have left in the will because your family died in that fucking plane crash. Get the fuck over it.
I don't know, maybe we're not quite in the right state of mind for this just yet. Luckily, I came prepared. So, in order to prepare yourselves for playing this game, what you want to do is in 3 simple steps. Very, very simple. First, we have here our pepper. Then after we ingest our pepper, we're going to take a shot of likely expired children's medicine. And then, to top it off, year-old vodka. Now, normally I don't recommend doing all 3 at once, but... This is a major exception here. We need to find a good way to enjoy this game in the proper, efficient manner that we should. And since we're not going the pussy route. So let's get a little pepper on the hand there. Just to start things off. We'll eventually add some more pepper once we combine all the other shit. But Step 1 complete. Now we shall add the children's medicine into the... oh god. Into the... Oh, this has never opened. Oh, that's been fixed. Oh god. I didn't mean to pour that much in there. Now for the, now for the vodka. You only need a shot, you don't have to do the whole fucking drink. Now we're ready to play.
Despite all that, I have to praise the visuals of the game as they are the best part and the redeeming factor. If you ignore the blocky shadows, the blurry textures, the arguably shitty character models, how my bowel movements are faster than this frame rate, and the game occasionally inverting itself for no reason, the lighting is actually the best thing ever, so overall I'd give this game a 9 out of 10.
Eat shit and die, GameSpot.
That's not a good color. Oh. Now time for the Wii version.
If you remember, like I said, the last Wii game for the Sonic the Hedgehog series was Sonic and the Rings, not to be confused with the boy band he started in the late 90s in a vain attempt to establish some street cred in the suburbs of Harlem. Why the fuck did I write that? And that game was a bad, so I was expecting another bad. Luckily, we lucked out and only got half bad. The daytime stages are still good, the Unleashed stages are still shitballs, but they cut down the hub world so that now it's only pointless and not pointless and inane, while also being more lenient with the medals, so now you don't actually have to collect those at all. You just need 50,000 of them this time. But really you just need for more bonus stuff this time, like more levels. Oh my god, alright. Where the fuck did I put that gun? Now based off all that, you would think I would rate this higher than the HD version, but considering this is old technology, and I left the cake out in the rain today, and it sacrificed the global illumination that is just to be topped, I'll have to give this one a 2 out of 10. I just need to wait for a call from IGN so I can be hired by them and complain about water somewhere down. The final level of Sonic Unleashed takes us through Hyrule Castle, where we finally get to fight against Bowser after spending 10 minutes learning how to pilot our wing, and then all of a sudden Lil Max shows up and Hadoukens us to death. The end. So unfortunately, Sonic the Hedgehog in the very real year of 2008, which is now, is not the savior of mankind as expected, and the Sonic franchise is probably going to die now and not have a bunch of other pointless games for the next decade or so that people are going to keep fawning over for some stupid fucking reason. Global illumination my ass. You can illuminate my globe if you know what I mean, you fucking pretentious pricks. Go back to art school and get some more debt. 50,000 is not that much, you can have a few more.
Have you finished filming?
Oh, yeah, I'm just about to wrap up.
Well, be quick about it.
Alright, cool. I don't have a lot of time, so I gotta say this quickly. I've been held hostage here for the past decade and a half, making the same video over and over again. He should be trapped up in here. I haven't eaten and slept in weeks. And I'm gonna escape, so I need you. I need someone to call this number and get me the hell out of here. They'll send someone over, they'll shoot this fucking bastard and get me home, okay? Now, I don't have time. I gotta say this only once. I can only say this once, so pay attention. All right, and we gotta call this 866-226-8092. Okay, you got that? Don't ask questions, don't look up the number. Just call it so I can get the fuck out of here. Usually back by this time. Maybe we can escape here again. Okay. That's the whole idea. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh god, no! No! No!
I want your time and time again. Now you must learn the hard way.